From November 1st till the 4th, 2024, an exclusive group of shampoo dealers was invited to go on a luxurious, all-paid-for, totally free, absolutely not pyramid scheme trip to Tulumn, Mexico. They stayed in the best rooms in one of the best hotels by the best beach and had the best time and the best food together with their families. And if they can do it, then so can you. Hello and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to take a look at the Tulumn Passport Lie. Monat leaders were on a leadership retreat and they posted a lot of stuff. They always do. And it was worth taking a look this time because they posted a lot of weird stuff. We're going to take a look at two things that I found very interesting and I wanted to talk about them. A big thank you and a big shout out to the channel members. If you're interested in channel memberships, everything is always linked down below. Thank you to the people who regularly watch these videos, to the returning viewers, to the new viewers. I appreciate that you're here, and let's get right into the Monat madness. It is not March yet, but it's Monat madness. I think it always is. What am I even talking about? Monat recently held its annual incentive trip, the passport trip, the one that happens outside of the US in Mexico. And I saw an influx of content on people's social media, on their Instagram, so let's take a look. This is what somebody who attended the trip posted, and there's a lot of text as well, and some emojis. Shampoo pays for your family vacations. It is almost impossible to get family pictures nowadays. Matteo is always out doing his own thing and now has this thing where he doesn't like pictures. Banks is impossible to get to stay still and look at the camera. Those are her children. Eric is always running behind one of the kids. That's her husband. And then there's me, just trying to get some pictures to show you all what is possible when you take a leap and work hard for what you deserve. 4 days in paradise, completely paid for, my family and I, by my company. We will take a look at that in a second, shall we? We shall. These family memories are ones I will forever cherish and something I will never take for granted. Thank you, God, and thank you, shampoo, for allowing my family and I to live a life most can only dream of. Seeing my boys' faces all weekend long was the perfect reminder that I'm right where I need to be, doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. DM me more info if you want to learn more about what I do. I have 2 spots left for our next paid-for brand trip to Punta Cana that you can earn for you and your family. This little decision that you're so scared to take may be the unanswered prayer you and your family have been waiting for. You will never know unless you try. What a bunch of crap. Let's talk about this completely paid for my family and I by my company first, and then we will take a look at the spots she has open for the next brand trip next year. She is on this trip with her older son from a former marriage and her baby. She is currently pregnant and with her husband. She is at one of the top ranks of Monat. She is at one of the director ranks, and she, like all the Monat huns who wanted to be a part of this trip, she had to qualify for this trip, and she had time from February until July 2024 by recruiting people, her team recruiting people by selling products to VIP customers or by purchasing products, and she had to be at the AMM or at the MM rank in July. Those are the 6th or the 7th rank, and hardly anyone hits these. This was a leadership trip. Passport trip is the one outside of the country, and that is the hardest to get. Then there is in March or in April, that is the one that is the most achievable for most people in Monat. That is the one in Las Vegas. But these are the leadership trips that hardly anybody attends anyway. She specifically had to do certain tasks to hit 3 tiers, and let's assume that she hit the highest tier with the most perks for the market partners. Then she earned a hotel for 2, meal package and airfare for 2, and ground transfer to and from the resort in Mexico. How is this completely paid for then? When I take a look at this picture again, I will blur out the kids as I typically do. There are 4 humans in the picture, and she's pregnant. But she earned for 2 at the highest tier. That's the highest tier. She doesn't earn for 3 or for 4. Let's say that the little guy, the baby, that one doesn't have to pay for the resort stay, for the flight yet. Probably if you carry the kid on your lap, then as a parent, you're allowed to take the child with you. You don't need to pay for an extra ticket. That baby probably also doesn't eat much, probably still gets the bottle. So maybe that kid and that child's price was included in the trip. But what about the older child? The one that she herself says is the one that is always out doing his own thing. If you're old enough on a trip to be out and you'll be doing your own thing, then you very likely have to pay airfare for him. He doesn't look like he's 2 or 3 anymore, and most of the time at that point you need to start and you need to pay for your children. If you're old enough to do your own thing, you have to pay airfare for him. For his own seat, likely food at the resort. Maybe they also had to pay extra for that. Maybe an extra bed was pushed into the room for 2, the one that she earned. This trip was not completely paid for. Monat's terms and conditions for the passport trip states very clearly the cost for triple or quad occupancy of guest rooms, if applicable and available, will be collected by the hotel upon your arrival. So the guest pays for these, not Monat. The cost of additional guest room occupancy is your sole responsibility and, if applicable, will be collected directly by the hotel upon check-in. All travel costs, including airfare and ground transportation, are the responsibility of the trip earner. So they might have paid extra for the room for 4 people, 2 adults, a baby, and a child. An additional airplane ticket for one of their sons, for sure. And Monat also says that they only cover ground transportation in Mexico on specific days. But at home, she lives in Florida with her family, you also need to get to the airport, don't you? You need to catch that flight, so that's on you too. And then on top of all of those potential extra expenses, the market partner also has to pay taxes on the value of that trip. That's also something that Monat states very clearly. This completely paid for my family and my company? No. You pay for the taxes. You pay for the additional people. You pay for ground transportation to the airport and from the airport where you live. And other additional expenses are on you and you as well. So this was a lie. And then speaking of lies, let's continue. She has 2 spots left for her next paid brand trip to Punta Cana. Are you surprised when I tell you that that is false as well? Because that is also an incentive trip you need to earn. That is Passport Punta Cana 25. That is in May. The market partners, they need to qualify between August 1st, 24 and January 31st, 25. So good luck starting now. She posted this during her stay in Tulumn, Mexico. That was in November. So good luck trying to hit all of the requirements until January 31st if you join now. And yet again, this is a leadership incentive trip. And on top of that, the cherry on top, because Monat is so desperate and they're tanking so hard, the Huns who want to qualify for next year's passport trip, they have to recruit more people now and they need to get more VIPs in all 3 tiers. For the trip that she took, if she hit the highest tier, she had to recruit 12 market partners with a product pack. Not with a $99 one, no, with at least the $199 one, or if available on sale for $149. She had to get 12 market partners and 38 VIPs. For the next trip, she needs 15 market partners and 45 VIPs. All of the tiers now, if they want to qualify, need more market partners and more VIPs. Additionally, she also doesn't have spots left. Monat does. But she and Monat are so desperate, they will recruit anybody and everybody, so no spots there. And to give you even more perspective, on the last passport trip that was to Nassau in the Bahamas in 2023, out of a whopping 109,000 US market partners, out of 3,399 market partners with the career ranks of MMB or above, those are the ranks that are eligible for the trip, only 578 were able to earn that trip. Yeah, That's really what I want to spend my time on. Honestly, just save the money and pay for the trip yourself. You're better off that way. Let's take a look at the second video that I wanted to show you because it is typical for what a lot of the Monat hunts post at those events. Those are things that are not very informative, but they are supposed to look funny and be entertaining. So let's take a look at this baby. Crying on our all-expense-paid trip because someone said we were in a pyramid scheme. Oh, you nasty. Don't wipe your face with money. It's dirty. Please don't do that. Oh, no, lady. Ooh. You need to peel your cheeks later. Oh, not good. Don't wipe your face with money, please. Whether it is coins or bills. It's nasty, alright? It's gonna give you all of the skin diseases you don't want and more. So let's not do that. But why are we on this all paid for super duper incentive trip that we never mention is an incentive trip, and we're standing by the water in our beach outfits and we're wiping our faces with money and pretending that we're crying? Because people say that we're in a pyramid scheme and we're really, really sad about that, but we're totally not. Let's take a look what the FTC says, what pyramid schemes are, and then we will go through the captions. Pyramid schemes are scams. Yes, they are. They can look remarkably like legitimate MLM business opportunities and often sell actual products, maybe even ones you've heard of. Like Monat, the ones that are so impressive because they're consistently in mainstream media. I mean, they're not. They're in the paid-for editorial part, but yeah, that one. But if you become a distributor for a pyramid scheme, it can cost you and your recruits, often your family and friends, a lot of time and money that you won't get back. Like in Monat. Promoters of a pyramid scheme may try to recruit you with pitches about what you'll earn. Maybe they say you can change your life, quit your job, and even get rich. By being on an all-paid-for trip, allegedly, wiping your face with money? By selling the company's products, that's a lie. Your income would be based mostly on how many people you recruit, not how much product you sell. Like with the Monat compensation plan, where recruitment is key, in my opinion, allegedly. Yeah. Pyramid schemes are set up to encourage everyone to keep recruiting people, to keep a constant stream of new distributors and their money flowing into the business. So every network marketing company out there, often in a pyramid scheme, you'll be encouraged or even required to buy a certain amount of product at regular intervals, even if you already have more inventory than you can use or sell. Like the things that were exposed in Monat as well, where people bought the overpriced Rejuvenique oil because they needed to hit their ranks and their requirements at the end of the month. Yeah. You may even have to buy products before you're eligible to get paid or get certain bonuses. You mean like the personal volume that you can either reach by actually selling to outside customers, but if in a month here or there you're not able to hit that requirement, you can also purchase the products yourself to reach a certain portion of that. You also may have to pay repeated fees for other items like training sessions or expensive marketing materials. In addition, the company may say you have earned lavish rewards, like prizes, bonuses, exotic vacations, like to the Bahamas, to Mexico, Punta Cana. Yeah, luxury cars. So if they had a Cadillac program, they would be scammy and tricky. Oh, thank God Monat doesn't have that. However, it often turns out that you have to meet certain product purchase requirements, training, or other goals to qualify for the rewards, and only a handful of distributors even qualify. Like for that trip to the Bahamas in 2023, and all of the product and team requirements you have to hit to be eligible for next year's trip. Oh, wow, that's really hard. Eventually, most distributors find that no matter how hard they work, they can't sell enough inventory or recruit enough people to make money. They also can't keep up with the required fees or the inventory purchases they need to make to qualify for rewards. And they can't even earn enough money to cover their expenses. So like most people in Monat who end up in debt at the end of the year because they don't make any money in 2024, at least in the first half. Wow. In the end, most people run out of money, have to quit and lose everything they invested. That does sound oddly familiar with a former post I spoke about, and also this quick video I showed you. But let's go through the text to be thorough. An earned trip from selling shampoo. So pretending that you need to sell shampoo to be able to be eligible to go on these trips, when in reality you need to recruit a lot of people. It's one of the red flags from the FTC. The FTC article will be linked down below if you want to take a look. It's 2024, and if you still think network marketing is a pyramid scheme, it's time to rethink that. Network marketing is a direct selling model that cuts out the middleman, like grocery stores, delivering products directly to consumers, also called DTC or direct to consumer. Except that that is not the case, because all of the people that were here in this video, they're all the middlemen. Yeah, you're the middleman. If you're in a network marketing company, you're the middleman. You're welcome. Many companies are shifting to this model because it's more profitable. And network marketing is no different, except that more and more network marketing companies are shutting their doors. They're shutting down, or they venture towards affiliate marketing, actual sales-based marketing. So that's not true. This was posted in November 24, when Saint Beauty is down, Rodan & Fields is down, Beachbody is down, other network marketing companies whose name I now forgot, but you can check out, for example, Julie Anderson's channel. She is really, really good and really quick on getting all of the facts right about those companies who are also shutting down. She has a keen eye on this industry, so I will link her channel down below if you want to keep up to date with these companies. More and more companies are going the exact opposite route of what we're saying here, so why are we saying this? With Monat, you can actually earn in 8 different ways. No, you can't. You can earn 2 different ways. You can get a commission if you sell the product, or you can recruit a team and get the bonus payments and the checks based on your team's efforts. That's it. Even though you can make amazing money just by selling, well, but you can't, because if that was true, then most people at that rank wouldn't make $0, and you all would not be on this leadership trip, because you would be at the lowest rank and you would just be selling the wonderful and amazing products, but you're not, because then in that case you wouldn't be eligible for that trip. Just to clarify, thank God, finally we're clarifying something. Pyramid schemes don't involve real products sold to customers. But the FTC says that there are pyramid schemes that can also have products. In fact, 80% of our revenue comes from customers buying shampoo. Are you sure about that? That's what you like to claim, and your company occasionally likes to claim, but where's the data? No, you sell to your own people. Think about recruiters in sports or job fairs at universities, where starting salaries are often a fraction of what CEOs make. Yeah, let's not think about these people because they're not compared to network marketing. If the corporate path works for you, that's fantastic. Said Monat, one of the companies who did shit on people in corporate jobs, in the corporate cubicle, people that were in chains because of that job, because they were so miserable there. No, of course, that's fantastic. But let's get rid of the idea that network marketing is a pyramid scheme just because it's different. No, a lot of network marketing companies have been outed as pyramid schemes, and most network marketing companies, if not all, operate as pyramid schemes. And that is not because it's different, because it's not different. Network marketing have been around for, 100 years now? Starting with Amway, Mary Kay, all of those dinosaurs. It is not different, and it's not misunderstood. Most, if not all, network marketing companies, legally or illegally, operate as a pyramid scheme, because in most, if not in all, network marketing companies, you can make more money by recruiting people than by selling the actual products. And all of the things that I've shown you before when it comes to the FTC statements, what defines a pyramid scheme, that also applies for Monat. So no, it's not just because you're different. It's because Monat, in my opinion, does operate like a pyramid scheme, one that sells products. No matter where you work, success requires effort. Yeah, but that's not the topic. That's not why we're talking about pyramid schemes here. To put it in perspective, what are the chances you'll ever make more than the CEO, your manager, or your supervisor? Well, there are chances, because you can rise in the ranks in an actual job and make more money, but that is also not the definition of a pyramid scheme if you're in a network marketing company and you're able to out-earn or to outrank your upline. Your upline will always benefit of everything that you do. That is not the definition of a pyramid scheme. So we're not talking about pyramid scheme. We're just not doing it. Yeah, you can't. Because if you really spoke about pyramid schemes and also the points I just showed from the FTC, then you would have to admit you're in a pyramid scheme. In network marketing, it's a level playing field. No, it's not. Because if you join and you're attractive, you have a leg up. Is that how you say it? You have an advantage if you already have a following, if you have a big circle of friends, if you're good at network marketing because you already know what you really have to do, if you already have an existing team, if you have an upline who favors you, then you have an advantage. If you have a following on social media, then it's not a level playing field. You all start at the lowest rank, but people have advantages. And timing is also very essential. Timing is really bad for Monat. Anyone can earn more than anyone else, and you can 100% make more than the person who brings you in. I do. That might be true, but that's not the definition of a pyramid scheme, so it's irrelevant. Does it take work? Yeah, 100%. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Ask me, because I'm in Monat, and I'm telling you that it's absolutely worth it and that we're not in a pyramid scheme. These were two truly nonsensical posts, and I hope that you also did see the red flags in the statement from the FTC, because it does strongly remind me of Monat. Just the video itself, when you have to wipe your face with money, that is you insinuating that you're on an all-paid-for trip and you make so much money that you're able to wipe your tears with dirty money. Also, don't do that. That is really annoying and it is false. So let's not fall for this crap. I'm getting heated just thinking about this. That is so tacky. Who does this, right? You're showing off your wealth on camera to make people believe if you join your pyramid scheme, then you can also make a lot of money. And that is just false. What the heck? €10? Get out of here. That is silly. Don't do that, all right? It's tacky. It's weird. It's bad. No actual business person would pitch their business like this. So shush it. What is your take on these videos? Are they impressive to you? Do you think that because somebody posts this stuff that you would like to join Monat because it's so likely that you're one of the, 500 people who are able to join those leadership trips? Yes. Do you think Monat is a pyramid scheme? Do you think the way these people present themselves and the business opportunity on social media is great or is tacky? Let me know. I would love to hear your opinion about this. I do understand that the second part was supposed to be entertaining and fun. They're venturing away from the informative part of their posts, and they've ventured ever since Monations, I believe, towards this more fun way of posting on social media. And it's supposed to be entertaining, understandably, but it's just stupid because you are actually in a company that operates like a pyramid scheme. So it would be beneficial if you believe Monat is not a pyramid scheme to walk us through the reasons why Monat is not a pyramid scheme, step by step by step, and compare it to what the FTC says and why Monat cannot be a pyramid scheme. But that's just my personal take on this. If you like these videos, then please subscribe. If you like this specific one, give it a thumbs up. You can comment down below, you can share the video. All of that helps the channel out a lot. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers! Where's my €10? Come back. Mommy loves you. I need you for grocery shopping later.